Yo, nephew, hand me that Barstool. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. Fresh and clean.
This is 21st and Prime, presented by Heineken 00.
Now, you know what the 00 means?
Tell me you know what it means?
Yeah, but I don't drink.
Okay. Talk to me
So
about
it's
that.
0% alcohol and only 69 calories. So that's why I'm leaning mean.
So you can enjoy a beer like a out of shape dude like me.
You're not out of shape, bro.
But I mean, I'm not in shape either.
No,
though.
you're not that either.
I'm not.
But you're right. You like the comfortable man.
Yeah, skinny fat, is that a word
No,
for it?
you're not skinny fat, but you're that
Fat,
kind
skinny.
of guy that we're trying to attract.
Yes.
Only 69 calories. You can run around the football field, go to the gym, come back and enjoy this Heineken 00, and only gain 69 calories. That's right.
That's nothing. I mean, I like to try and stay a little bit active. Like we said, it doesn't exactly seem like it. I don't really seem like the athlete. I seem like I might die if I tried to run a
Can
lap.
you put them down? You look like you could put them down.
But I could put him down, though. I could put him down.
Can you put them down like Dana Beers?
Nobody could put him down like Dana Beers. Coach, you know this. If you've seen Dana Beers, the dedication
I've never
that
seen
he
him
has.
put it down though.
But you're gonna have to take my and his word for it. He can put them down. I don't even want to be in the same conversation. I'm more of a Heineken guy. I'm more of a 0-0.
0-0.
I like to just kick back and enjoy myself a little bit. Maybe you can enjoy one with me.
I will.
That-
We could do that.
That sounds
We
fantastic.
could do that.
That sounds
We could do
absolutely
that.
fantastic. You need to get them 69 calories, like you said. Heineken 00 for that active lifestyle. It'll make everything better.
Okay, now let's make the show better.
Let's make this show better. What an absolute pleasure for me to be down here.
I
couldn't
am
be more fired
happy.
up. You are?
Yep.
I love it. You know what they had me on as soon as I got in here?
What?
Do you know what this is?
It's a white cup.
It's a white cup with something called cracked tea in it.
Oh.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah. That means you're in Mississippi.
Exactly.
You don't even have to ask for sweet tea.
Right, and they
It's
asked me,
sweet.
they're like, do you want a cracked, and I said, yes, whatever it is, whatever kind of local cuisine you could throw at me, I want it.
It's the sweetest iced tea that it is. It's dark.
But I just got told that there's no sugar in this. I'm being lied to. Someone's
Yeah,
lying to my
you're
face.
lied to. You can look at the color, man.
Yeah, it's blue. It's right. My tongue turned blue by looking at it.
I don't know what that's you drinking.
Yeah.
That's not tea.
I got a jitter as soon as my heart was palpitating. But if this is how you guys are giving it up, then I love it.
You know what? I don't know what you're drinking. I'm talking about some real sweet iced tea. I don't know what that is.
It's crazy. It's like multiple colors. It's red, white, and blue. It's American as hell.
You got American tea.
It's American as hell. But let's get into these topics because I wanted to blindside you with these. I wanted to come in without you knowing what you're talking
Well, let's
about.
do it. I like that.
Well, the first one, I want to know what you consider your relationship with Dave Portnoy to be. Do you consider him a business partner, a boss? What do you consider
I
him?
consider Dave a dear friend, a boss, and just a good dude. Dave is a good dude.
A great dude, a rock solid guy.
Yeah.
He's making
He's
my
100.
life better.
He's 100.
He's 100.
He's 100.
But sometimes when you see a great dude having a sex tape, it gets kind of jarring.
Did you see it?
I refrain from watching it, to be honest with you, because I felt like that would blur the lines of the
Did you see
relationship. I saw still photos
A still
from it.
photo?
Yeah, I saw screenshots from it, and it was jarring.
I'm praying for Dave.
I'm
That's
praying
all
for
I'm saying.
Dave,
I'm
too.
praying for Dave.
But it seems like this is like a new problem for young famous dudes, young famous women, sex tapes.
You mean the young and infamous persons choose to do a sex tape?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it should be something that people can do, whatever they're doing in the privacy of their own homes. But at the same,
How is it going to be private and you're filming it? So what did you film it for? You can't say I just filmed this for personal use, because if you film it for someone to watch. And oftentimes that someone is not just you.
And I think that maybe his excuse was he wanted to watch it himself, but it made it out into the world. Are you pro sex tape or anti sex tape?
I'm a private dancer.
Okay, you're a private dancer.
Yeah, I'm a private dancer.
Whatever
I'm
happens
not,
in the four
yeah. I'm not with that. I'm not with filming things like that. I think that should be between the man and the woman, and God.
Yeah, he's on just a next level with it, and he was trying to say that it was like a 4 out of 10 kink, 4.5 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a little bit edgier than that. It seemed like he really went there.
Much edgier, and it was shocking.
It was jarring from what I saw.
Yeah,
it was a little bit.
That still photo that you saw was jarring.
Yeah, it was jarring. It was a lot.
That still, you got a lot from that still photo. I see.
It was almost too much. Would
Yeah.
you're a coach, would you recommend to your sons, to the guys that you're coaching, to have that in their life?
No.
So they should avoid it, actively avoid it.
A tape?
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly. Because those tapes will have financial ramifications somewhere down the line.
So he's going to have to pay out of his pocket to keep it quiet.
I'm pretty sure he already has.
But what about?
But I don't know. But because Dave don't care.
That's what I mean. He doesn't care.
Dave he's not like that. He's not built like that to care about what you think of him. I love that about him.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of it that he doesn't care. But it couldn't be me.
What?
I mean, I'm just not going to be putting my business out there.
But you seem like you're that kind of guy.
I seem like a sex tape guy.
You seem like yes.
As a guy who like reads offenses and reads defenses, that was a bad read on your part.
No, you seem like you would go there.
You think that? I mean, I think that you and I need to learn each other a little bit better.
Guy? I'm getting to learn you. That's why we're here.
I just think that I want to. If there's mystery out there, then people can think that it's better than what it is. If they see all of it, then they've seen all of it. You know, there's nothing left to the imagination. I want to leave a little bit to the imagination, so maybe they think my ceiling as a prospect is a little bit higher than my ceiling might be.
Okay, who's a dime out there? Like, who's a dime that you look at her and say, dime?
Like, are you talking about like a Kardashian style dime, something like that?
Whatever you call a dime. What's a dime to
Let's
you?
talk about a Kardashian then.
Okay, which one?
Kim Kardashian.
You can't. She's married. You can't do that.
But no, she just got divorced. She just divorced Kanye.
Is it legal?
Yeah, I think that it's legal.
It's final? Yeah, final. No, it's not filed. It's not legal then. She's filed for it. You can't talk about it until she's legally divorced. That's not right.
But at the same time, she made her career off of a sex tape.
True, but it's not right. We don't have to be wrong to justify right, okay?
That makes sense.
Give me another person.
How about a Rihanna, a young dime?
Okay.
Single.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Even though she's attached, but we'll
Is
use.
she?
Yeah, she has a man.
Is she? I feel like you
ASAP?
tapped in. I feel like
Isn't it ASAP?
Wow, you might be right.
No. Black people folks don't do rumors. Like we with it, we kicking it. We shot our shot.
There's smoke, there's fire.
There you go. Okay, let's just say Rihanna.
Okay, Rihanna, let's talk about it.
If she said, you know what, Ron, I want you to stop by and just put your robe on and some Timbs and drop by. And we're going to film this thing. Be here by 8. First of all, you're there by 6.
Of course.
Okay.
With the Sunday best on.
Timbs and robe. So you're going to tell Rihanna.
That's my Sunday best.
So you're going to tell Rihanna to stop the camera, stop filming. I'm not. That's not who I am.
I mean.
Mm-mm.
But if I know it's going out, now you
don't know it's going out. You just know it's going down. You don't know. They didn't know it was going out.
I think. Well, then, if people are doing it for their own privacy in their own eyes, then it's 100%
it is no
okay.
such thing as privacy in their own eyes. If someone asks you to film a tape that you're engaging in sex, which is a private matter, you know darn well they have other intentions. No one watches a sex tape alone.
Nobody.
No.
I feel like he might say that he's like, that might be the excuse. I'm gonna just watch this so I can remember the good times that we've had, and I can look.
I don't trust nobody
like
that. I don't trust nobody to that extent that I would engage in filming a tape. Then I say, you know what? You can watch it by yourself. I'll watch it by myself. We just gonna watch it together for the rest of our life. That's not true.
So this changes your perception of Dave. Obviously, it has to change it a little bit. It has to change it.
You think I didn't think Dave was capable of what I saw?
Dave is obviously fucking. Dave is obviously fucking. We knew that from the beginning.
Dave is a bachelor.
He's a bachelor.
And he's a gazillionaire. So come on. It is what it is.
It just, in the pantheon of celebrity sex tapes, I think that might be the kinkiest one. From what I've read about it in books and articles and things like that.
No.
I'm trying to think of something because we have famous
I don't even
ones.
think you were born back when...
Pam Anderson, Tommy Lee?
No, I'm going way back before
that.
I think this was the genesis of all sex tapes. I think this was the magna cum laude of all sex tapes. I think this was the sex tape that gave birth to all other sex tapes.
What sex tape?
Leon Isaac Kennedy and Jane Kennedy.
Really?
See, you don't know nothing about that.
I don't know anything about
Everybody
it.
my age, put your hand up to the screen and give me a high five.
Yeah?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you don't know.
You were renting it from Blockbuster?
No, Blockbuster. no, that was Black Market.
Yeah? You got the bootleg in the parking lot of the supermarket?
No, I don't know where it came from, but it showed up at our dorm in Florida State. And it was a watch party.
Really?
But that was the big VHS tapes, and you put that thing in, and boy, look at me. Yeah, let me tell you something. That started it all.
So that was a communal watching experience.
Yes.
Was anybody like grabbing the tape, sneaking off to their own room, maybe spending a little bit of alone time with it? Or are you saying that all sex tapes are meant to be watched as a group, communally?
That word
You snuck
community.
off- you
that
snuck
that
off to
word
the room with
community
it.
didn't sound right. That word community.
You just said you guys gathered around with popcorn. That you
No.
guys were having
Darn near
sushi.
half the team watched that tape together.
That's what I mean.
It really did.
Communally.
Communally.
You guys watched
something about that communally word that it's just something about it.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Don't sound quite right.
It does have a connotation about it. It
Yeah.
does kind of suggest that
Yeah.
everyone's enjoying it
Yeah.
together when it was
Yeah.
more that it was just the awe factor. But what is the first one? Is the
It
first
was
sex tape,
I think it was the first one I ever heard of.
and it must have been jarring. The fact
It was riveting.
and it
and
didn't make you want to get. In
It
the game?
changed the game. Like when you're a college kid, that changed the game. No, I don't want to get in the game, but that changed the game.
Right.
I wasn't getting in that game.
Honestly, that's probably that's a nice incentive to go pro.
First of all, back then, the camcorders that you needed to have would just dislocate your shoulder. So I don't know who was gonna film that thing. These things was like
Someone under a tarp filming or
Yo,
something
dog,
like that.
it was like putting a floor model TV on the shoulder. Most people don't even know what a floor model TV is.
They had to have a tripod probably set up, and there's nothing.
No, dog, it was before tripods and all that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't think the tripods were even created
Because
then.
when you have your phone, you can kind of. There's
That
a
was like
spontaneity.
86.
86?
86, dog.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you weren't even a thought. I don't think your parents were even kicking it then.
No, I think that was probably around when I was getting conceived. I might have been conceived to this sex tape. They might have got a copy of this bootleg from the Acme parking lot and gone home with it and out I popped 9 months later. Fascinating stuff. The sex tape game is an ever-evolving one, and now we know somebody who's 100% in the game. Really fascinating stuff. I got some more news to throw at you.
Come on.
Usher Raymond.
What else you do?
Usher he's starting a scheme, and his scheme is that he's going to the strip club with money with his face on it. Usher bucks, Usher dollars. He's throwing them in the air at the strippers.
This can't be true.
They're landing at their feet, and they can't do anything with it. It's fake money. He walked in with a clear briefcase full of $100,000 in Usher bucks, and he's throwing it in the air at the strip club. Is that a violation by Usher?
That's a violation of all game.
Of all games.
Like the game warden, not the game warden with the hunting type stuff, but the game
The game.
warden.
Right.
Should have came out and said, no, you can't do that. First of all, who makes that?
I feel like he had is it Monopoly? Was he going
Where do
through
you get
Monopoly?
that from?
Is he having someone personally print it out? Because it couldn't have been intended to be used
This
for that.
is true?
This is 100% true. There's pictures of this. There's
What
multiple
city?
accounts of this.
What city was this?
Take a look at
stop,
that.
Man.
Take a look at that. Zoom in. On his face, where a George Washington and Benjamin Franklin might normally be, there is none other than
And it says
Usher
Usher.
Raymond. Let it burn. He's not burning money though, my friends.
Let it burn. That's
He's
a good
burning
one.
these strippers because they have to be pretty pissed off. These women are going home with no money, and it seemed like there was an avalanche of money thrown at them.
It had to be some publicity stunt, though, right?
I mean, he's getting publicity from it now, but it might not be the kind of publicity
Does he
wants.
have an album release or something coming? It has to be something that he's leading this off with, and we should be anticipating.
In some
good
ways,
booze.
I don't know about his financial situation, but if he is broke, is this genius? He
First of
still
all,
gets to enjoy the strip club.
He's not broke.
He
we're
can't
not,
be
we're
broke.
not gonna put that rumor out. He's not broke.
No rumors.
But that's not right.
Explain it to me. Why is it not right?
First of all, who prints themselves on money and go to a strip joint? I could understand you print yourself on money as a gag or a gift or personal usage, but not to go to a strip joint and
100,000
pretend
of those
it's
things.
100,000 and pretend it's real money when you got dancers dancing for money, doing what you want them to do. Wasn't that a song? I'm a private dancer, dancing for money. Wasn't that?
Yes.
Wasn't that a song? Yeah, wasn't
That's
that
real. That's real.
That's a song.
That's a song. That's a song. You're real.
Yeah, that's not right. That's a violation of all code.
Is that ever a hobby that you had in your life?
No. I wasn't really first of all, I haven't been to a strip joint in probably 30 years.
That sounds kind of specific. It almost seems like you remember the last strip club you
No,
went to.
I take that back. Probably 25 years or more.
Sounds even more specific.
It is.
It sounds like you're thinking back on a night.
No, because I didn't give like that. I wasn't the kind of guy that was going to sit up there and give my money to somebody to dance for me. And I used to take my friends and make sure they enjoyed themselves because, Magic City where it was at the time and in Atlanta. But I was never fascinated and just thrilled by that. That wasn't my thing.
It seems like a loss when you're throwing money in the air. It's like
I
just
definitely
lost that.
wasn't throwing no money in there. I'm too cheap for that. Oh no! If anybody knows me, it was no money being thrown.
You were
They didn't
handing
even
it
throw
to them?
one. No. I was
You were
gonna
writing
make.
a check
I was
out?
gonna make it hell. It wasn't gonna rain. It was gonna hit.
Women are just getting hit with loose
Yeah.
quarters.
No, loose pennies. Yeah, loose pennies.
That's what Usher should be doing.
Yeah.
If Usher's not trying to spend money, just go and break off a couple $1 rolls that you get at the bank and just throw them, quarterback style at these women.
I feel bad that I'm pretty sure if he had 100 racks, that had to translate into at least 20 real racks. And he probably turned in and said, I was just joking. I'm using this as publicity. But here goes the 20 so the girls could get compensated.
Guys like 50 Cent, though, have, picked up their money at the strip club. Is that a violation?
What you mean?
He threw money in the air, his money, real money, and he picked it up at the end, and he was almost just paying to throw it in the air. He's like, this is not for you, young ladies.
That's
this
brilliant.
is for me.
I think that's brilliant. I
Yeah.
think that's genius.
So these guys are saving
See,
their money.
I would have went to another level. I probably would have got Kelsey to call a vacuum cleaner company like Hoover, whatever, and we would have did an endorsement. I would have, had all my guys throw the money, then we'd have hoovered it up.
Brilliant.
Yeah, then got out of there with it.
Brilliant.
And we'd have had to add and smile.
Next level.
Next level.
When did the money start getting thrown?
I have no idea.
It's almost like
I think Sam had something to do with the money being thrown.
The fact that that's an expectation of young millionaires, it seems like it would be tough to have that be the expectation of you.
I never threw money in my life.
Were you ever pressured to? I mean,
No.
it seems
Well,
like
first of all, I've never been one for. Look at the quote. I ain't never been one for peer pressure, but I do put pressure on my peers.
I love that. I love that.
Good stuff.
I do not suffer fools, but I will make fools suffer. That type of shit. That type of shit.
Wrong.
Someday we're gonna go to a strip club and
No,
we're gonna
no, we're
charge
not.
them. We're gonna charge them for stripping for us.
We are not going to a strip club. You will go to a strip club, and you're probably going to FaceTime me
I was gonna
when
say,
you're
I'll
in
definitely
there.
have you on
And then when
FaceTime.
I see one thong or whatever, I'm going to hang up.
You're gonna check out.
Yeah.
Anti-thong. You're all about business.
Yeah.
I love that, and I appreciate that about you. I definitely appreciate that about you. Let's pivot. A sad week for our guy DMX, who passed away
Oh, my
this week.
God, man.
Tragic.
And when you see all the clips being posted and all the things that he said throughout the years in his music, he was the guy. At one point, he was the guy. At one point, he had a chokehold on the rap game.
1998, I think he put out 2 albums. They both went platinum that year.
He was killing it.
He performed. I think there's video of him performing in front of 600,000 people.
I mean, just think, man, that what he accomplished in his short life. Doesn't it seem like all the African American celebrities that had a insatiable gift are leaving soon?
Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. But it seems as though when you look back on it, I mean, we could just scroll some of the names on the screen and you could see it. And it's unbelievable that you really come to grips that they're gone, man. Like, they're gone.
It's devastating. You see the scenes of people congregating outside of his hospital, how much it meant to so many people. Did you ever have any interactions with him?
I don't think I've ever
crossed
met
paths?
X. I don't think I always wanted to. I'm definitely, certainly a fan. But the thing I hate about when we lose a giant like that is it seems as though we always appreciate them more when they're gone.
I think there's a big sensation of wanting to give people their flowers while they can smell them. And
that's what I want.
You want your flowers?
Give me mine now. Like not give him his now. That's why I want you to appreciate people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love you, man.
Dude, likewise.
Appreciate
likewise. I appreciate the hell out of you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Malone, Dana, Reggie. You're a good man.
Booze.
You're a good woman.
Sam. You gave Booze the Dana.
I'm sorry. I'm getting old.
So you don't appreciate.
He don't have a mullet. He don't have a mullet. Take your hat off.
Yeah, fuck your flowers. He's not.
Take your hat off, Booze.
He's not getting flowers. But the one
Dana is still in my spirit for some
Yeah,
way.
he is, because he got the haircut. He has a Samson thing going on. But one thing I will say about X,
I love my Booze though.
Is
sometimes,
especially with Heineken, you can love your booze in multiple ways. But one thing about DMX, I feel like there was a moment where he kind of got his flowers, and that's when he did the verses with Snoop, and they kind of got to go back and forth.
I love that,
and everybody got to kind of celebrate them.
That
Snoop
was awesome.
got to celebrate him.
You know, it's so funny that I love that verses, but the thing I love the most about that verses is they got to go back and forth. You know, they got to go back and forth and do what they do.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. Let me see that phone. Yeah. Yeah.
Holla.
Yeah.
What's up, boy? What's up with you?
What's going on, legend?
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hitman Holla right here because Rone came on and was talking junk to me saying that he had something for me that he is hoping I'm ready. So I just had to have my backup just in case.
Yeah. What you doing, man?
Holla, I got bars for him, but I got bars for Jamie Duke as well. So I want to wait until Jamie's here to let the clip off. But, I mean, I got something for him.
Take it easy on Prime, man. I might throw the cape on and get down to Mississippi, man. Be easy with Prime.
Thank you, man. I just wanted Ron to know he can't treat me any kind of way that I got backup, just in case.
That's good backup to have.
Yo,
it's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you. Enjoy yourself.
My man. All right, Prime.
All right, hallelujah, boy. I just want you to know how we get down right
Wow.
here.
Wow.
You just can't take advantage of me.
You have hired guns.
I got friends.
You have hired guns.
I got friends.
So I'm being smart to wait till our next episode to let this clip off when Holla's not around.
Holla's not around now.
That's
you can let the clip. I'm just saying that somebody got my back.
That's because that's a good one to have.
That's
your back.
a good one. But you know what? You guessed it last week. You already knew.
I just had a feeling. I know he's connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you said they didn't just have a battle with Cassidy. Didn't you say? You said that.
Yeah.
So you're already on me.
I knew.
Yeah, you had already peeped game.
My ear is to the streets. I know you're plugged in as well, but you know what I mean? I need to stay on top of things just as much as you do, just so I can't get blindsided. Because imagine if he had blindsided me. I'd be a corpse.
I would not ever allow that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
As long as I'm not killed.
That's right. As long as everyone stays alive, we can keep a little peace treaty. Maybe it's a Mexican standoff, guns on everybody, but at the same time, we're going to try and make it out of this one alive.
There you go.
I heard that Mr. Hitman Holla was down here last week.
He was down here last week doing something for the school.
Yeah.
I'm on campus. He had an appearance. And guess what happened the next night? The next night, 85 South was here as well as Desi.
Okay.
It seemed like we had everybody on campus.
It seems like you're getting a lot of people through here.
I don't know. That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. But it was a homecoming week last week.
That's a beautiful week.
Yeah, it's a beautiful week. It's a beautiful week. God, it was people. I mean, people came from way back when, and I love it. A lot of the alumni came back to support us. It was phenomenal.
It's nice to plug in with some of those alumni.
It is. Robert Brazil came by and a few others, man. That was they came and blessed us and spoke to the team. Unbelievable, man. When you get those gold jackets to come and speak to the team, they got a different passion about them. They got a different dog. You see why they were who they were.
Yeah.
And they are who they are.
It's nice to see your reverence for them, but I'm sure that they're equally excited to link up with you.
Yeah, but if it weren't for them, JSU wouldn't be JSU.
It seems
they
like
paved the way.
You really are intent on building a program that has a legacy that you can keep on.
You said it. Building on tradition, blazing new trails. You got it, man.
Let's go. I didn't even read it.
You hitting
Anytime I'm at a football facility, all I do is all I want to do is read the walls.
Yeah.
Every football facility has the most inspirational shit on a wall. I want to read the wall and then run through it. I just want to sprint through it. I just can't get enough of it. And you know, I love what you're doing. I couldn't be more excited to be down here.
I'm proud of it.
I couldn't be more excited to be down here.
I can't believe I called Bulls Dana Dane. I'm still thinking about.
Don't worry about it. Short memory.
Yeah.
You know, on to the next play.
Where is Dana Dane?
On to the next play.
Where is he?
He's probably yugging beer somewhere.
No, he's back at the hotel doing some editing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who knows
Editing?
what that? Who
you
knows
call
what
it
that
editing
means.
now? Okay.
Yeah, editing. Watching whoever's sex tape just came out. I know what Dana's up to.
Editing.
I know what he's up to.
Barstool Sports, baby.
Love meat, but looking for a more responsible way to consume it? Porter Road is the answer. Humanely and sustainably raised, and butchers who ensure nothing goes to waste. Porter Road is an online butcher shop that delivers high-quality meat directly to you. Chefs and butchers Chris and James started Porter Road 10 years ago as a local Nashville butcher shop with a mission to fix a broken food system. For 10 years, they've tweaked and tuned their process to bring you that exceptional piece of meat, all while building a more sustainable system for farmers and for the planet. They work with trusted local farmers to ensure animals are raised the right way, humanely, on pasture, with no added hormones or antibiotics. From there, Porter Road dry ages all their beef and hand cuts each steak and chop using old world butchery techniques to produce cuts you won't find at the grocery store. Shop like you would at the local butcher and order items a la carte or choose from a curated subscription bundle that always ships for free. There's no commitment and you can customize your frequency. Plus, steaks and chops arrive fresh, never frozen. If you're serious about your meats, you have to be going to Porter Road. Act like an adult, act like a grown-up, take care of yourself. And right now, Porter Road is offering our listeners $20 off your first order of $100 or more if you go to porterroad.com/prime. porterroad.com/prime. $20 off your first order of $100 or more. That's Porter Road, porterroad.com/prime. I got some more topics for you.
Come on.
There's going to be a movie coming out about Bounty Gate. Remember Bounty Gate down in New Orleans?
Yeah.
The Saints.
I want to see that movie.
Well, Kevin James is going to be playing Sean Payton. Kevin James, the King of Queens, is going to be playing.
Big.
He's too goofy.
He's too big.
He doesn't have the right body. First off,
Now, Kevin Spade,
yeah, that could be something.
that could be something.
Yeah, Dave Spade or
Yeah, Dave Spade.
Dave
That's
Spade.
probably who I was thinking, Dave Spade.
That could be something, but I want to know when it comes time for your biopic, when they're casting your movie, who do you want
It's going to
playing
have
you?
it's different levels of prime.
Okay. It's like Simba. You have young
Yeah.
Simba, and then you have grown up
We're
Simba.
going to do the cube thing, too. One of the sons that played me for a period of time.
Okay.
Okay.
A cube thing.
Yeah.
I like that. I was gonna throw some names
It
at
ain't
you.
nobody. Ain't nobody can pull it off.
What about like a Michael B. Jordan or something like that?
Ain't got that it.
But he has that athletic. He did the Rocky,
but ain't
the
got that
Creed
it.
thing.
Yeah, this is a whole different level here. Prime is a whole different
Or
level.
John Boyega. He does like the Star Wars. He's in some of the Star Wars.
Mm-mm,
movies, but he's a British
that
dude.
disqualified him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be doing Star
You
Wars.
can't do Star Wars and play Prime.
So who are you looking for?
Um,
You know who would have been great? Chadwick Boseman, but another guy who passed on too soon.
yeah.
Chadwick
He
Boseman.
he could have possibly. Let's go in the thought process. We got to go deeper.
Okay.
It would take a Janae Sequoia of a Diddy,
Ooh.
at some point in his life.
Okay.
Um,
Someone, a flashy personality.
yeah,
someone who can
yeah.
command the room.
Yeah, it would have to take that type of character to pull this off.
My next question, and this is a tough one because it asks you to put everything into perspective. Your life is a movie. What's the climax scene?
I don't think I hit it yet.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm still humping.
It's coming. It's coming. That's what's crazy
I don't
about
think
it.
It's so funny I said that and he said those next words. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, that was.
I
We're
didn't
gonna
mean
have to
it.
edit all this.
I didn't mean it like that.
We were locked in.
Yeah, it
we
was
were,
locked
we were
in.
deep in
It was
thought.
locked in.
And then fortune hit us the wrong way. But there's a lot of scenes that it could be. I don't think it's the first.
What's my
Super
guy
Bowl.
from Texas that is the great actor? White guy.
McConaughey?
Yeah.
You're gonna get played by McConaughey?
McConaughey has that. He could pull off Prime.
Call him right now.
Prime, how are we gonna do that though?
I don't
Because,
know, but I'm just telling you.
Are we gonna rewrite history and in the movie
McConaughey-
you're gonna be white? Or
McConaughey.
we got McConaughey in blackface?
Yes,
Or what? Because I don't think
McConaughey
that's
could
gonna fly.
he could pull Prime off.
You think
he could put. Yeah.
He has that je ne sais quoi that you're
He
talking about.
has it.
I'm worried about who would play me. in the movie.
Leon. We just had Leon.
Leon?
Yeah, Leon.
Okay.
Just Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, the actor.
Okay.
Just Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, when you get one name, you know.
It's
You're,
like
you're a heck of a. Leon has played everybody and everything. He could definitely pull it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I'm worried that mine would be like. I'm worried they might have like Hilary Swank play me in a movie or something like
No,
that.
don't.
I'm worried that they might have Demi Moore play me in a movie or something like that. I got to.
Which one? Hillary Swank or Demi Moore? Which one?
I mean, I've
Which one?
been told that I look like both of them, which isn't great for my
Which
self-esteem.
one that you think is hotter?
Oh, I'd say Hilary Swank. Demi
What?
Moore is a little bit older. I guess they're both a little bit older.
Yeah.
But it's like, if I like both of them, does that mean, and they look like me, does that mean I just am into myself? You know what I mean? It's not a great look for
Ain't
me.
nothing wrong with you being into yourself.
Yeah, I just love myself. I'm just a loving guy of myself at the end of the day.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, not at all. Pete Davidson from SNL.
I know who he is.
Pete Davidson, a young star on SNL.
He's hilarious.
He's hilarious. He is like the next guy on SNL. He's looked at, I think, as the cool guy. Like, he has this next wave going on for him. He was in this movie, King of Staten Island. But just this past week, he moved out of his parents' house. He lived in his parents' house. He had money, and he moved into like a $1.5 million penthouse type of situation.
Where?
I think in Staten Island. So he's not in Manhattan. He's not in Brooklyn. He's just like a little bit off.
Because you got to put it in perspective. Because you say 1.5 million Jackson or Texas. That's you getting a whole block.
Right, exactly.
Staten Island.
Yeah, you might not get much
you
at
might
all.
Not get much at all. That's like this office.
But what do you think about his move to live with his parents for so long?
I like it.
Do you think that more?
I lived with my parents for a while.
You did?
Yeah. Parent. I'm sorry, not. Okay, because, well, I would say my mother lived with me, but still I'm living with her.
How did that work?
I think after my second divorce, she moved in, and I guess she felt like she was gonna regulate everything that comes in and out. So she moved in, and not until I built her own home, then I built my home, and that's when we separated.
So the idea of her regulating,
And that was in the
ins and outs-
40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did it work? Did it?
Yeah, certainly. Because she has her side of the house, I have mine. I mean, she has the whole kitchen, bedroom, everything, living room, everything, dining room, and I have my whole operation on the other side of the house.
But did the regulation work? Like, did she actually regulate, or were you just gonna live your life and have whoever in and out?
No, I don't play like that. I got kids. I'm a real dad. I'm not bringing things around my
So
kids.
you didn't need her to regulate.
No, but she wanted to make sure her son was straight.
And I also think there's something to be said about having a woman's touch in an apartment or a house or something like that.
We have two totally different styles.
You and
Yeah, my mom.
Really?
And my sister. Because you got to understand, if you get my mama, you get my sister.
Okay.
You get my sister, you get my niece.
Okay.
You get my niece, you get my nephew. Like, it's like,
package deal.
oh, it's about 5 of them on one side of the house, or 4 of them on one side of the house. Then me and my kids on the other side.
Was she helping you decorate things?
No,
Or
no,
stock
no,
in the fridge?
No. Fridge, yes.
Yeah, stock in the
Yeah.
fridge.
She does all the grocery shopping and all that.
Because one thing
When
that-
we were together, when
Yeah.
we were living together, yeah.
One thing that drives me crazy is I've been to some affluent people's homes, some rappers, athletes' homes, and sometimes I'll get in there and it's just bare bones. Like they have the folding chair and the TV
See,
on the
I
ground.
don't like that means, but I guarantee you it was $500,000 or $1 million worth of cars.
Right, exactly.
That don't add up. That's
you
not
need
right.
some decor.
Yeah, your transportation cannot exceed your location.
But in some ways,
That was some good stuff.
that actually was fire.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah,
Can you put
bars.
that on the screen? I just want them to see that real slow.
Let's
there
say
you
that
go.
Your transportation cannot exceed your location.
That's right. I like that.
That's a pearl.
That's a pearl.
Let's paint that on the walls. What?
We will.
Let's get that painted.
Sam, write that on your back.
Let's get that painted stat. Because I just think that there's sometimes you get into these situations where it's like you want to seem rich. You want to be like, I have money now.
They call that
Look at
stunt.
how I have
You're
money.
stunned.
People are trying to stunt, and they don't feel like their living room is stunting because no one's ever going to see it. It's not on camera.
I don't know which person told me this. It might have been me, by the way. But someone told me a person that carries a lot of money in their pocket or bag or whatever don't have a lot of money in their bank.
Is that something that you've lived by?
Yep. I'm not. I mean, if you robbing me, it's for rehearsal. It's not. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing worth nothing. I mean, you can take a couple of chains and all that. I just take them off, give them to you. Matter of fact, I size them up on your neck because it ain't worth it.
Yeah.
It ain't worth to get shot over something foolish like that. But I don't believe in carrying a lot of cash and all that. It's a couple $100 at most.
But it's not like you're not a flashy person, or at least you've had like flashy periods of your life.
Yeah, I've had stunts that was flashy. I had times and eras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your
Probably the
stuntingness?
80s. The stuntingest
Yeah.
was probably 84 to probably 90. I had a long stunt period to probably 92.
And what was your biggest like stunt purchase? What was the thing? Was it like a Lambo? Was it a
Lambo.
home? The Lambo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lambo.
Lambo.
After we went to the Super Bowl in Miami, after practice I had a Lambo delivered to me. I told him to pull it on the curb at the hotel and leave the driver's door up.
Red?
Black.
Black?
Yeah.
Love that.
And we pulled up as a team, and everybody seen the black Lambo with the doors up, driver's door up. And Eric Davis is like, y'all know who car that is? Who crazy enough to do something like that? Prime. And I was back there.
Yeah. I like that you said the doors were up, not open.
Yeah,
that's
up.
like just a small flex within the
Yeah, a
sentence.
small stunt.
Yeah,
within
a
the
small
sentence.
stunt.
Yeah.
And what got you out of that period of your life? Like, what made you say
Maturity
Yeah.
and growth.
And how do you get to that?
You grow and you mature because you start understanding that I don't need bait to talk to you. I don't need bait and perks to justify who I am. Without a necklace, I'm prime. With a necklace, I'm prime. So I don't need that. And the stunting and all that was like I'm here. So I don't need the announcements.
So when you were first buying that stuff, was it almost to like tell yourself that you had it?
No. Mine was purposeful though. You gotta understand. When I first started stunting like that, I was trying to emulate the drug dealers in Fort Myers in Florida because that's what they had. And that's what the kids looked up to. That's what the shorties idolized. That's what I liked. So, but a lot of my homies and a lot of my friends started taking that left and not staying right and going to jail getting time. So as I'm rising, I'm like, okay, when I get it, I'm going to do it like this. But I'm going to let these shorties know you can play ball, you get your education, you go to school, you go to college. You got to make it, but you can still stunt like this. And you don't have to worry about 5-0. You don't have to worry about going to jail. And that's why I stunted like that.
Were you spending time with those dudes who, like the drug dealers who had that?
Yeah.
You were hanging out with them. So
it was neighborhood. It was neighborhood stuff because those were your friends and your relatives growing up. Yeah.
Did those guys? How did they leave their stunting phase? Like how did they age out of it?
20 years.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
That gets you out of that.
Yeah, it's like a rude awakening.
Yeah, it was.
And you were fortunate enough not to have
made it.
a jarring
because I was
situation.
focused. Yeah, I was focused. I was locked in on really the longevity part of it. Because I had never seen a drug dealer get old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
And
not in my neighborhood. I'm pretty sure they do, but where I'm from, I never seen it.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure. It's some Colombians that's
yeah, just like guys with like a mustache and a big ass belly.
Yeah, he got a pretty good age on him.
Looking like Dana B kind of, just like an unbuttoned shirt. Dana B might be like a 80-year-old Colombian drug
I don't know if you know, but Dana's leaned up.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on a workout program.
I haven't seen him for a couple months.
Yeah. He's on the Malone workout program. I think it's like a 10-step process.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you
Kelsey
personal
on
training him? You getting him?
No. I think Kelsey's the personal trainer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Booze is also an instructor.
Yeah, Booze. I saw Booze is flexing around a little bit. I might need to move down here just so I can get on the fitness regimen. Everyone's got a glow.
Yeah, Reggie does fitness and conditioning.
Yeah.
You should see him on the track. Oh, my God. You should see him on the track.
It was bad?
No, I'm saying he's a fitness instructor.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you in the least. Black Rifle Coffee Company is a veteran-owned coffee company serving premium coffee to people who love America. Veteran, CEO, and founder Evan Haffer spent over 7 years on the grounds overseas with U.S. Special Forces and as a CIA contractor. Evan even modified his gun trucks during the invasion of Iraq to grind coffee anywhere. This guy is serious about his Java. BRCC is continually committed to supporting veteran law enforcement and first responder causes. In 2020, Black Rifle Coffee donated more than 6 million cups of coffee to deployed soldiers, law enforcement, and medical workers through their signature Buy a Bag, Give a Bag initiatives. And they import their coffee and the beans from all over the world and roast 5 days a week at the facilities in Manchester, Tennessee, and Salt Lake City, Utah. The team at Black Rifle Coffee is continually researching and experimenting with new roasting methods and coffee origins. The best way to enjoy Black Rifle Coffee is by joining the Coffee Club. You pick your perfect roast, how much and when you want to deliver to your door, and we take care of the rest. It's free to sign up and you get free shipping, discounts on partner brands, and early access to new products and club exclusive products. And I mean, it's not even telling me to do a personal endorsement, but I throw one in the K-Cup. I got a whole box of them at home, pop it in the Keurig, and then bam, I'm drinking Black Rifle as soon as I get up in the morning. So you can get some Black Rifle in your life and your gullet as well. Just go to blackriflecoffee.com/prime. Use code PRIME today and get the freshest coffee in America shipped to you. I don't know how much you've been following Kyrie Irving.
I have.
Kyrie Irving, one of the smartest players in the NBA, I would think.
One of the most gifted players.
Incredible, maybe probably the best handle right now of anybody in the league. Like
I agree.
His handle is absolutely incredible. He also got into the news headlines this week a little bit because he had a back and forth with Dennis Schroeder. And Dennis Schroeder,
Schroeder's a good dude, no?
He's a good guy, German guy, but he threw an N-bomb at him on the court.
Who threw what?
Dennis Schroeder used the N-word, a word that I can't say,
right,
at Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving flipped out. He said, I will not be called that. That is not something that you're going to call me as a person. And they both got thrown out of the game, but Kyrie Irving took to Twitter to talk about it after the fact.
Okay, go. Who justified that word was uttered? Who said that?
Dennis Schroeder said it to Kyrie.
Okay, but who knows that happened? What I'm saying.
It's on camera.
So he said that. So
yes,
that's why he flipped out.
Right.
Did any of them validate that that's what was said?
Yes, and Kyrie Irving afterwards said, I'm not going to be called that. That's not a word that is even a term of endearment to me. That's not something that we could use colloquially. That's not something that you're going to call me as a friend. That's not conversationally.
Wow.
What are your thoughts on that situation? Because I can't.
I got a lot of thoughts on that situation.
I got the colloquial loop.
Oh, I got a lot of thoughts on that situation. Honestly, that's shocking to me because there's a lot of verbiage uttered in the NBA.
Yeah.
And I would think, just being an athlete, that's one word that would be recreational in the NBA.
Yeah.
So having Kyrie flare up at that word, I do understand, and I'm proud of him. But you would think profanity in that would be recreational use, nothing to harm or suggest something malicious.
And I don't even think there was malicious intent on Dennis Schroeder's part, but still, Kyrie Irving took him. He had a problem with it.
Man. I like him for standing up like that. But I thought Kyrie's a good guy too. But I thought Dennis Schroeder. Well, I still think he's a good guy. I don't think he had no malice or no ill intent.
Do you think that there should be limits on what people can say when they're inside those lines, when they're on the court, when they're on the field?
No, you can't tell a grown man what to say.
Yeah?
No, you can't do that because it's worse on the football field.
I imagine.
Yeah, it's worse on the football field.
As a fan, I find myself wondering, what are they saying? What do they talk about to each other? What is the trash talk that's going on, especially
It's a lot of trash talk, but it depends on. See, in football, it's a little more violent, a little more vicious, and someone's ultimately going to be the hammer and someone's going to be the nail. And usually the guy that's the nail gets called those derogatory type names.
Because it fires up the hammer a little bit. It gives him a little bit of fire in his belly so he can really lay the lumber, as it were. So what kinds of things are being said in the most extreme circumstances?
The B word is called a lot.
But I don't even think that's an extreme circumstance. I feel like that's just
but that's what's said a lot. But you got to understand, when you call another man that's the low. You can't go no lower. To call another man that, you have no respect for him whatsoever as a man, and that flips guys out instantly.
And is there an element of being above the circumstance, not letting someone control you? Like, could someone say anything to you while you were playing?
No, they ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
No,
what do you mean they're not gonna do that?
Because I'm prime. Yeah, it's a whole level there that you don't mess with. Don't mess with him now.
They're not going to do it because they know what's going to happen?
Because it's a respect level.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about even early on in your career?
It still was a respect level.
Yeah.
Especially when you saw somebody that had the ability to light up a scoreboard, to light up a game, to have definitive balance, not balance, but a definitive part in this game that he can dominate at any time. You don't want to entice him.
I look at it from the battle rap point of view. Sometimes before a battle, a league would want me to go back and forth with someone and say crazy, out-of-pocket stuff, talk about his family to help sell the fight. But I'm not trying to give them bulletin board material. I'm not trying to awaken any demons in them. And, like, now that you've said this, you have a whole new fire lit underneath.
Does it go any farther, though? Because you guys get pretty raunchy and pretty ignorant on the battle raps. Like, when you say stuff, does it go any farther?
I think there have been times when it's gotten physical. Our guy Hitman, I've watched him get physical a couple times. There was one specific incident when we were in Toronto, and he punched a guy off the stage.
The guy. So he was battling the guy on the stage. So he punched the guy that he was battling, or was another guy?
It was a guy who hopped up on the stage and started screaming in the middle of it.
He was going to get hit.
Yeah, he was going to get hit regardless.
Against the other guy. Because it's usually never the guy that's battling. It's usually this guy or that guy that's trying to prove his love to this guy.
So there's two types of situations. There's a guy who wants to yap. There are people who want to yap and be held back, so they want to have the illusion that something's going to happen. But then there's the people who aren't even going to wait for anybody, and they're just going to tee off. A guy named Math Hoffa is a guy who's famous for that. He punched a couple people. He wound up getting punched. But some people bring that energy. I never wanted to bring that energy into the situation, but at the same time, I'm going to say what I'm going to say to your face, and the risk that I'm taking is that if you don't like it, we're just here as two people, and you can, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to hit me in the face, I guess you can do that. I would prefer that nobody did that, but it's also part of the contract, this unwritten contract that I'm entering in just by stepping into that arena.
See, football is totally different because you got two guys with helmets on, and one guy's acting like he really want to fight, but he knows his teammates are going to hold him back. I'm a different type of coach. Let him fight.
Yeah.
Back up. Everybody back up. Let him fight. Matter of fact, if you want to fight that bad, take your helmet off.
Yeah?
Yeah, take your helmet off. It's because I don't like the game of it. Quit playing like you really that guy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And a couple times we've seen it bubble over in the NFL. Like, one that comes to mind, there was the Andre Johnson against Cortland Finnegan
That was
fight.
bad.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
Because
Andre, first of all, we all know. You know certain players ain't to be messed with. Andre Johnson ain't the guy to be played with. Like, come on, man.
6'3", 220.
Yeah, physical. Come on, man. You don't mess with Dre.
But sometimes there's those D-backs. Like, Cortland Finnegan is the type of guy who seems like he wanted that reaction.
He took a hot one that day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was a beatdown.
He did.
And you can't live that. You can't live that down. Like, you still recalling that.
Exactly. I probably wouldn't remember his name otherwise.
Yeah.
But because this situation got taken too far because of what they were saying while they were on the field, suddenly, like, he's etched in the Hall of Fame of my memory for getting his ass beat by Andre Johnson.
He did. It was brutal, too.
It was brutal.
It was brutal.
When you let your guys fight, is it only like a training camp thing, or it's any time of the year? Like, if you guys want to do it, just do it.
No. Most of the time they do it and the helmets are on, and as long as we break it up quick. But I just hate the guys that keep edging it on. Then you say, all right, if y'all want to do it, we'll do it.
Right.
They don't want to do it.
They just want to talk about it.
Yeah, because they want to, like, okay, break it up in 30 seconds. You know, stuff like that. They want you to stop it.
And I also never understood punching somebody who's wearing a helmet.
That can damage your hand.
That kinda
That's probably
seems-
why your hands look like that.
Yeah. Honestly, your hands are. I've seen football players who have fingers that are pointing every direction, like
like
Chuck
that.
Bednarik. You just get the manicure done.
Oh, to keep it manicured, mani-pedi.
You got the nails are shining, my
Yeah.
friend. The nails are glimmering, my friend. I need to talk to whatever Asian lady's hooking you up, bro. I need to go get taken care of, bro. Damn.
I'm not being hooked up.
You're paying
Let's
a
make sure we
premium for
clarify
that.
that. I am not being hooked up.
Say no more. Say no more. Well, as always,
You awesome, man.
stimulating stuff from you, my friend,
You are
and
awesome.
always a pleasure. And let's keep the ball rolling. Love it.
You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can catch me on the best corner 21st. Prime time, shine time, always in the game, never ever on the sideline. You know what it is, and for what it's worth. You can